Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ash and I'm back with another video. Today we are going to be talking about the top 7 things that I dislike about living in LA. That's right. You guys think this is the most glamorous place to live in America. Well, I have some news for you, okay? It's not all roses and sunflowers. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that big subscribe button, and don't forget to click that post notification bell so that when I post videos, you can be the first people to watch. I would like to start giving out a post notification shout out at the end of each of my videos. So if you comment, you like, you subscribe to this video, you could be the lucky winner. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 7, the parking. The parking in LA is so trash in about 90% of the areas. It doesn't matter if you're in the Valley. I don't care if you're in Beverly Hills. I don't care if you're in Koreatown. Koreatown is the worst place actually, but mostly everywhere in LA besides Glendale maybe. Glendale has a lot of parking because it's more suburbs, but anywhere else I've been in LA, forget about it. You might as well Uber if you're going out on a busy night, Friday, Saturday, forget, because you're gonna be driving around for 30 minutes trying to find a decent parking spot. I know so many people who've gotten their car towed, who have gotten tickets just because they're just over driving around in circles for 30 minutes to an hour looking for a parking that they just say, F it, I'm gonna park in the red, which I don't blame them. I don't do that because the government is not about to get another coin from me. But I know a lot of people who have been through that. So yeah, if you're thinking about moving to LA, keep in mind the parking is very trash. The city is very over congested. Just be aware of that, okay? And if you're going out, just Uber. One thing I can say about LA is that the Uber is really cheap here. Ubers and Lyfts are really cheap. So if you don't want to drive, or if you fear you're not going to find parking, or if you don't want to pay $15, $20, $25 and up for parking, just Uber. Number 6, the superficialness of this place. I'm going to tread this lightly because in my 3 years living here, I have come to terms with what this like overcast layer of superficialness really is. It exists, but there's a root to it. This is Hollywood, okay? This is the place where people come from all over the world to chase their dreams, become the next big actress or actor, to become the next big director, to become the next big musician. This is the place where people come. 9 times out of 10, if you meet somebody in LA, they're here for a reason. They're here because they are pursuing some goal in the entertainment field. That's 9 times out of 10. In my 3 years, it's very rare that I meet somebody who is not pursuing something in entertainment. So I say all that to say, people, and I don't think this is a bad thing, but there are people here who are so hyper-focused at the expense of building or being interested in building genuine, deep connections because they have a goal in mind. Not saying that goals are bad, but I think that sometimes people miss out on just the good things in life when they forget that, yes, you can still trace a dream and you can also sacrifice some time to get to know somebody just on the level of it not being a working relationship and it just being a friendship based on some other random hobby that you guys might have. You guys both might like growing vegetables in your backyard, or you might like animals or cats or whatever. I think that sometimes people are so hyper-focused here that when they're building relationships, a lot of times it's not because they're bad people, it's because they're thinking of that goal and how you might be able to help them with that goal. So they're just not inclined to build and make relationships with people who can't necessarily help them. And I say that with a grain of salt because I've been in LA for 3 years. I've been blessed to run into people who have become my amazing friends and who will be my friends probably forever. And we've bonded on things other than work. But then I also have some people that I've met that you can just tell they were interested in projects I was working on or whatever. It just was more based on, you know, just like work and things that, I don't know, that just, you know, don't hold as much substance. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's been my experience. So number 6, like I said, is that superficialness that you can run into when you're in LA because everybody is here chasing something. Number 5. So in that same token, I would like to say that most of those experiences when you run into those superficial people, it's from transplants. I'm a transplant. Most of the people I hang around are transplants. And most of the people you find a lot of issues with in this city is transplants. The people from LA, 9 times out of 10, they don't care about any of the Hollywood stuff. They've grown up around it. To them, it's nothing. It's just, you know, it's regular stuff to them. But to other people that move in, you know, it's a big deal. So anyway, my number 5 reason is that I do not meet enough people from LA. And I don't know if it's just because of the areas I live in. I live in Koreatown. Most of the people I run into, they're not from here. They're from other places in America or other countries. And I don't know, I just kind of want to meet the natives here. I think it's important to go, whenever you visit or you live in another person's community or city, I think it's important to learn about that culture there, learn about the history, learn about, you know, what makes them unique, the special things, because, you know, why not? If you're going to go to a new place, why not learn about those new things? So I just wish, I just wish I could just meet more people that are actually born and raised and from Los Angeles. Number 4, LA has the worst pizza I've had in my life. Those of you who know me personally know that pizza is my all-time favorite food. And it's crazy because I've lived here for 3 years, and because I barely eat pizza anymore, I don't even know if it's my favorite food. I don't know. I mean, I miss it, but I guess I've gotten so used to not eating it that it's just like, I don't even think about it. But when I was home, I would eat pizza like once a week. Jersey, New York, Philly area, like we have the best pizza. Italian pizzerias, straight from the Italian grandmother, passed down through generations, like that kind of pizza. Out here, most people, if you see what they eat, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, like there's a few little like cute little like pizza places within the city, but it's not like how it's on every corner where we're from. So I hate that about it. Number 3, the traffic sucks. I know you probably hear this from everybody who's come to visit LA. The traffic is terrible here. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter if it's 12 midnight. It don't matter if it's 7 a.m. before quote unquote rush hour. There's gonna be some traffic somewhere in LA. Forget it. Make sure you leave 2 hours to, not 2 hours. Make sure you leave at least 20 to, if the GPS is telling you it's gonna take 35 minutes, add another 20 to 25 minutes to that. And that's probably your accurate answer because you're gonna run into some traffic. And LA has some of the worst drivers I've ever experienced. They are rude. People are just selfish here. Like they will get over and not care. They will leave this much space in between your car when they're trying to get over, just missing your car. They don't use blinkers. Like everybody drives like they're the only person on the road. Like they own the road. Like you actually have to be so aware when you're driving because somebody will literally hit you. And then they will try to make it seem like it's your fault. The traffic in LA. I have to have something, a podcast. I have to have something happening when I'm in the car because literally like you'll be in the car forever. Like it's just places like that are 2 miles away, 20 minutes. 2 miles, 20 minutes, honey. And you'll notice that a lot of people in LA, they go off of miles. They don't go by minutes because the minutes are never accurate. If the GPS, like I said, if the GPS tells you that it's 25, 35 minutes away, add another 20 minutes. So people go based off of miles so that people, they know Okay, they're 3 miles away. They're close, but you know, we don't really know what time they're gonna get here. And then on top of that, LA is very spread out. So I feel like I live in the center of hub. I can get to a lot of like popping places pretty quickly because of where I live. But for me to get to the beach, forget it. With traffic, it's gonna take me an hour. And I'm not that far. I'm maybe 10 miles away from the beach, if that, probably less. But with traffic, it'll take me about an hour, maybe more, to get to the beach. It's just so spread out, and the way the highway systems here and the road systems are here, everything is just like there's no direct route. You either gotta go around and go up and go through a mountain and then go loop back around just to get over there. It's like nothing is really like direct to where you gotta go. The highways system is kind of like built around LA, and then it's like filled with a lot of main roads, and that's why these roads are so congested, because everybody's taking these same main roads all throughout LA. It's just nuts. So number 2, the cost of living. The cost of living in LA is probably one of the most expensive. Before I moved to LA, I had the decision to move to New York because I was already living pretty close to New York. I worked in New York, or to move to LA. From what I saw was that the prices were pretty comparable, but what you get for your money in LA is much bigger. So that's why it was like one of the determining factors why I chose LA, because for my money, I could get a little more. With that being said, the prices are still high. What I pay for an apartment, I could have a house, a few bedrooms with 3-4 bedrooms, 3 baths, a backyard. I could have that in other places in the world. And I don't even pay that much. Like, I know some people who pay twice as much as me in like brand new buildings, and you know, they could probably have a house twice as big as what I could have in other places. It's just really expensive, but I kind of understand, because the city, you can get a lot in the city by just being here. You have so much access to different opportunities that, you know, it can be worth it. But on top of like it being expensive rent, the gas is crazy expensive here. There's taxes in Jersey. There's no taxes on clothes. There's no taxes on food. There's no taxes on things that the government considers to be a necessity. Here, LA, forget it. There's taxes on everything. Okay. So if you're going to go get a shirt from H&M that's $9.98, just add another $1 to that. So my number 1 reason why I dislike living in LA is the dating. The dating in LA is so I don't know why. I haven't come up with a conclusion yet. I don't really know why. I don't know if it's just a generational thing. I don't know if people in other cities are dealing with this, but I do know that I have heard, and I'm not the only one who says this, but I've met a lot of people, male and female, who have said the dating in LA is probably the worst that they've experienced. Because I feel like this is like the city where the best of the best. Not saying there's not amazing people other places, but there's a lot of people who come to LA and they're extremely talented, they're extremely beautiful, they're extremely just all around amazing. And then our generation being the microwave generation, and we don't really want to put in work for nothing. Like, dating is trash. Nobody wants to put in work. As soon as you set your standards, you scare the guys off, or I don't know. Just pray for me. Just pray for me, because the dating is trash. Don't get me wrong, I've run into some amazing guys here. And I've been on some great dates, and it's not all dry, but I do think that I've had better experiences in New York, in Philly, in Jersey, with just running into a lot more quality men who have substance, who actually have something to talk about, and not just, you know, not just things that don't matter, okay? The dating is trash. So yeah, that's my top 7 reasons why I dislike living in LA. This is a beautiful city, but with every city, I'm sure you can find things that you don't like about it. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that post notification button, bell, whatever it's called, because you want to be notified when I post videos next. I would like to start giving out post notification shout outs, so make sure you hit that bell, subscribe, comment, and like, and you could be the first person. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at @AshHunt, that's ASHHUNT with 2 underscores, and I hope to speak to you guys all soon. Have an amazing week. Love you. Bye-bye.
That's the only way to get by, because every time my mind